as an account executive. I have been here about 14 months, having come from a vice president's position in a hospital. And so I've had a lot of marketing experience, but this was my first time with radio. What I like best about the Warner Concept System as an account executive is the fact that the program is dealing with real people, people who have given their success stories as having bought into radio, and they are thrilled with the finished product, and our advertisers are very impressed with that. It's just something that they want to get into as well, even if they've had failures with radio before. As soon as we finish with the program or go halfway through the program, they're wanting to buy. You know, with this, the Warner Concept, it's after a client has reviewed the entire program or even parts of the program, it's humanly impossible for them not to buy. They are sold on it. I have had clients who have not bought radio before. They want to start. I've had clients who have been dissatisfied with radio. They want to do it once again. And I've had clients who have increased their sales tremendously simply from the Warner Concept program. So I think it's just absolutely humanly impossible to view that program and not buy. Since I've been using the Warner Concept program, I have had clients who were not into radio at all. They felt like there were so many other ways of advertising, and they are now buying from radio, and they increase their sales every month. And of course, they're seeing the results of radio advertising, and so it just makes it's a win-win for both parties. I have also had clients who are possibly, in some cases, tripling and quadrupling their sales just from watching the Warner Concept program. What the Warner Concept System has done for building a relationship with myself and the client has been just absolutely astronomical. They are skeptical. Most advertisers are skeptical of someone trying to sell advertising. I mean, that's just realistic. And what this has done, this has proven to them that, and going through the budget part and going through different series of the Warner Concept program, they just are sold out, and they believe in the program, they believe in me. And so it builds a very close relationship for myself and for the client. And I could tell you, if I could cite names, I could give you name after name of the relationship building program that it's actually done. And even for me to take the time to sit there and go through this program, they know I'm interested in their business. They know that their success my success is going to be part of their success. And if they trust me, which this program has helped them to learn to trust me, we are going to be able to work together as a team. And that's really what I do. I work as a team with the people that I sell to. When I have a client that finishes the Warner Concept System, it's just like a light goes on. It's like you see them catch on, and you see them see the universal picture of how dynamic it's going to be for them to get into radio advertising. They can't buy enough, it seems, and they want to know, can they be on tomorrow? Can you get us on this afternoon? The excitement is there, and it's a complete change in their philosophy and their belief. The part of the Warner Concept System that I think is kind of a revolution, or a revelation, I should say, to the client is the Sperry campaign. And that's where he's going to be able to fix anything that you bring in. There's several different advertisements that's given on that campaign, and they love it. And that is what they want. And they want to, I haven't had a client yet that hasn't said, I want to do the Sperry campaign. And you could ask any one of them, they're going to be able to tell you what it is. The one thing I think that the clients get out of this Warner concept system more than anything else is the value story. And that comes a lot from the Sperry campaign that they get to review, and they love that. That's when they really kind of see what the difference is. And they talk about, and we've talked about, let's just do little mini broadcasts for you, like the Sperry campaign, and do the value story of your business, and let's let the world hear it exactly as it is. And that's what's going to bring them through the door, and it has brought them through the door. I have actually had 2 clients who were using many different ways of advertising. It could be anything from having their name put on the back of a bench to using print to using yellow pages. And after watching the Warner Concept System, they believed entirely that radio was the way to advertise, and they have promised and have put 100% of their advertising dollars with our radio stations. And one, of course, is with this radio station, and the other is the sister station that's located in a different area. So I've had actually 2 clients give me all their dollars from radio, and I'm expecting many more over the next year. Some of the comments that I've gotten from our advertisers after watching the Warner Concept System is the fact that they didn't understand how to advertise before. They didn't know what really made it work. And now they know with the value story, impact advertising, the different ways that it's presented, and how to work their budget so they can advertise and get maximum value out of that. There's no question that they have fallen for the program and they're ready to advertise. So it's been many different statements that they've made, and it's strange. It's exciting to watch them because they'll use statements out of the DVDs that they've actually heard. I've had advertisers that have been very disappointed in radio, and it might be my first time to call on them, and they will tell me all the reasons they're disappointed. And after they, and I insist that they watch this program, the Warner Concept System, they can then see that they have not advertised properly with other radio stations. They've either spent too little, there was not enough time devoted to their production. Whatever the case might be, they give us another chance, and that chance comes entirely from having watched this program. And they will say, after watching this, I'm going to give it another try. I think it'll work, and it has. I believe that the sales growth, if you really believe in this concept, this Warner concept, and you use it and you utilize it, I think any sales account executive can double, at least double, what they have done the previous year. That's my plan, and that's my objective, and I'm going to do that by using this program because I see what it does with the advertisers. I see how they change. I see how they want to advertise, and I see what it does for their business. They see what it does for their business. So why in the world would someone not continue to do what's been successful for them? I intend to double what I've sold this year by using this over the next year. What the Warner Concept System has actually done for me, it has given me an education that is just phenomenal. I have been in marketing most of my life, but have only been in radio sales for 14 months after having come from a vice president's position in a hospital. And I have learned so much from this system and from this concept. There's no way to tell you the education training that I received, and every time I show the advertisers these DVDs, I get the same education they're getting, and I see something totally different. And I feel kind of bad that I can't go back and say, you need to review this another time because you didn't see all that I've seen, because you do see something different every time you review it. It's wonderful. I have an advertiser who very jokingly has said, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and really hasn't been interested in taking the time to watch this series, this DVD series. And that's okay, because I have the knowledge, because I have watched it, and I can use the information out of that to sell him and to teach him. And what he doesn't know is that he is getting the series. It's just coming from me. It's in a different way because I've been educated on it. I mean, you can't miss, because you've learned it, you believe it, and it's easy to just let it come out.